welcome back. It's your girl, the Talking Addict, and today we'll be talking about myths. Myths, not meat, not meat, like not meat they used to use and eat food, like myths and legends and myths. The popular Nigerian myths and also the Nigerian myths we believe to be true. The ones that our parents told us, the ones we heard in boarding schools, the ones that when you hear late at night, the ones that made us scared and really obedient then. Well, before I go into the dates, let's start with the intro. So, I have with me here some important and popular Nigerian myths you need to know. And I'm sure you've probably heard some of them, you've heard their stories, some are even debatable. When we're talking about myths, we have myths that concerns the whole world, like the Japanese urban legends, their myths, their folklores and everything. And we have the Korean myths too as well. If you're well acquainted with Korean cultural myths, you will know that Grandpa Mangte, those stories usually told to naughty children, that if they are not careful, Grandpa Mangte will come and snatch them away from their parents. So those are examples of the kind of myths I have. But today I'll be talking about the ones for Nigeria specifically, only Nigerian myths. So here we go.
Yeah!
We have when someone walks over you when you're sleeping, it is believed to say that you're a corpse. When you're lying down and someone just crosses over you, it's believed to say you're a corpse, because obviously if someone is even coming close to you and you're supposed to be awake, or you're supposed to be alert that someone is coming, and then you will now wait for them to cross over you when you are sleeping. Aje, Nigeria will say you're a witch. Number 2, we have when someone walks over a pregnant woman. This one, everybody is familiar with it. In fact, I think it's something we all grew up with. When someone is sitting down and their legs are straight and someone just crosses, you say, cross back. So when a pregnant woman is sitting and someone crosses, it is believed that the baby will look like the person that crosses over the pregnant woman's leg. I don't know if you understand. It is just a taboo in Nigeria to cross someone's leg. Even me, I even have that. Sometimes it's not that I'm superstitious or anything, but I just automatically, something that happens subconsciously. If you cross my leg, Mama, I'll tell you to cross back, because I don't want my child to come and be looking like you. Let my child look like me or my husband. So we have, I think we also believe that cross back, like when the person crosses back, it's kind of like reverses the curse. Then we have, this one. This is the most popular one. The ones that our parents told us is when we were children. Guess it, especially to the female ones, that if man touch you like this, you get pregnant. Don't go to this one. Don't allow him to see that. Don't allow him to. If he touches you like this, you will get pregnant. Well, that is one myth we all believe to be true, and I'm sure some parents are still telling their children that story. But I don't know what you think. I would love to know what you think about this particular one. But in my own opinion, I feel parents should just come out, straight up to their children and explain it in terms that is not so explicit, and in terms that they would understand. Basically, not if a boy touches you, you get pregnant. No, nobody believes in that shit anymore. It's not going to happen. For number 4, we have this one. When your hand is scratching you, when it's itchy, when your palm is itchy, it's believed that egole, money is coming your way, whether the left or the right. So far your palm is itchy or your hand is scratching you, are you expecting money? They'll be asking you if money is coming. Well, that is also a myth that we believe to be true. Sometimes I still do it up to tomorrow. I'll scratch it, my hand is scratching, and say, what is happening? Even though it's mosquito that bites me, I'll say I'm expecting money. Then we have itchy ears. When someone is gossiping about you, when your ear is scratching you, an elderly person sees you, say, someone they do you amebo. Or when you're eating food and you scratch your ear, it's believed to say that the food that you're eating is very sweet. That's what Hausa people call santi. When you take a spoon and you they'll say, santi, meaning the food is really sweet, which causes you, the individual, to, scratch the ear. There's this one about sneezing. sneezing, when you sneeze like 3 consecutive times or just sneezing alone, some people, instead of them to be like bless you or the usual greetings, after one sneeze someone will say achoo achoo achoo. Person will be like somebody they call your name, they don't they do your name for there. So it's believed it's believed that in Nigeria, it's believed that once you sneeze, there is someone calling your name somewhere or someone gossiping about you too at the same time. But this sneezing part has to do with calling your name, like the person has to call your name from somewhere, then you now that they're referring to wanna start sneezing. That's what this one means. Number 7, I'm sure you know this one. Our parents, our elders, everybody on the street has told us this one. Whistling. That is very rude and very dangerous to whistle at night. In Nigeria, it is believed that once you whistle at night, you're inviting evil spirits, you're inviting witches and wizards, and you're inviting snake over to yourself. So in Nigeria, it is believed that whistling is bad. So guys, don't whistle at night. If not, you will bring your village people to your doorstep, and I'm sure me and you don't want that. So please try to refrain from whistling at night. Then we have this one, sun and rain. Well, during my research, I realized that I really don't know this one, but I noticed that most people know it, sun and rain, that if the sun is, shining and rain is falling at the same time, it's believed that a lion has given birth. Meaning if the rain is falling and sun is shining, in Nigeria, we Nigerians believe that lion has given birth, also we have a new cub in Africa. Anyway, this number 9 is an interesting topic. That's why I'm saving the last two for the best. Madam Koi Koi. Well, we all know the story of Madam Koi Koi. I, for one, heard the story of Madam Koi Koi when I was in secondary school. I went to a boarding school, so I heard different stories about Madam Koi Koi and how she affects people and what she does to people who don't give her what she wants, and how creepy she is, and how creepy she can be, and how creepy she can get with any individual who tries to cross her paths. Yeah. Anyway, Madam Koi Koi's story is debatable up till now. Like, it's really, really debatable. Well, there's some story that says that she was a beautiful teacher in a boarding school. She went to teach. That is for those who don't know the Madam Koi Koi story. She went to teach. She's a beautiful teacher who went to teach in a boarding school. And you know what happened to beautiful women now? Every guy that she passes by, every boy will look at her, ogle at her and stuff. So she was the most beautiful woman, and teachers got jealous, students got jealous. I don't know why they got jealous, but they got jealous and they all planned and they killed her at the end of the day. So she's always known. It's believed that Madam Koi Koi is a slender lady, tall, on red heels. She wears red heels, and anytime she's walking, you hear koi, koi, koi from her heels. That's the sound it makes. So she was killed with that particular shoes on, and then it was believed that she swore to take revenge on those who killed her. So she comes to like boarding schools to, she comes to take her revenge on students in boarding schools. And there's most times it is said that she asks you for sugar. She comes in disguise of someone and begs you for maybe sugar or milk or something, and when she knows you have and you have and you don't want to give, she comes and then kills you at night, like she takes your soul away from you. So it's still a debatable story. Some people have other stories about Madam Koi Koi and how she originated and what she's all about, but then her signature is when you're sleeping in the night in your dorm, you will just hear koi, 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 the sound of heels. That is her what is it called? That is her presence. To know her presence, you hear that koi, koi, koi sound from the heels of her shoes that she died with. So that is the Madam Koi Koi story. And if you know another story apart from the one I just told, please comment down at the section. And for the last but not the least, 10th one, bush baby. I'm sure those of you that went to boarding school knows bush baby, have probably had an encounter with bush baby, or have probably known someone who has had an encounter with bush baby, especially in these federal, boarding schools. Bush babies are those small human animal kind of creatures that holds one This according to what I've heard. I've not seen bush baby, but from the research I made and what I've heard so far, you will know that bush baby holds a lamp in one hand and a mat in one hand. And bush babies, how is quiet. You will start hearing a baby crying, and obviously there are no babies in the hostel, right? Just we teenagers are in the hostel, and you wake up, you start following the sound of the cry. The cries continue, you keep following it, the cries continue, you keep following it until you get to the deepest part of the forest or the bush where it's hiding, and then it hides his face at first, and once it turns, you see a red light, and then you're gone. Sometimes the bush baby, there's another story I heard about bush baby, that the bush baby, when you cry to where the bush baby is, it will ask you whether you want a lamp or you want a mat. When you choose anyone, and I don't know, I think something happens. I'm not really familiar with the bush baby story because I've never had an encounter with it, but I've heard stories, and I've heard people who tell stories about them with their encounter with bush babies, but I really don't know. But it's still a debatable, issue, this bush baby thing. And yes, there is it. I've given you 10 myths about Nigerians, about Nigeria, and if you know more and you want to share your story, or you know more myths that I don't know or I haven't said, I would like you to comment down at the comment section. And I really appreciate your time for listening. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and thumbs up, and please comment. Thank you very much for having me once again. I'm your girl, the Talking Addict, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.